Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, I actually have a pretty cool MMORPG that I want to showcase to you guys. However, before we get into today's video, make sure you want to stay up to date on all things console MMOs. Make sure you are liking today's video, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and let's go ahead and get on into it. So, big special thank you and shout out to my son, the Nerd XD127. And yes, that's right, he's my literal son. He's 16 years old, has a YouTube channel of his own. Check him out, the Nerd XD127 on YouTube. He actually showed me this game. I was watching him play it in the living room, and every time I walked by, I saw the social hub, the people with the cool mounts, the particle effects everywhere, and I said, "What is that?" And he was like, "Oh, Dad, this is Dungeon Heroes. It's a game I'm playing on Roblox." Yeah, I know. You guys heard Roblox and you're like, ah, man. And trust me, man, I get it. I have a beef with Roblox. The one thing I can't stand about Roblox is, right, they have a lot of decent games on here. Don't get me wrong. But I can't stand the little blocky looking characters. And guess what? They actually cured this pet peeve. If you haven't played Roblox in a while, get on there and check it out, because you can now make decent looking avatars. Like, for example, this is actually what my Roblox avatar looks like. But because every single game in Roblox hasn't been updated to use the brand new avatars yet, your characters still look like a pile of blocks with a round or blocky head, wearing whatever hairstyle you decided to choose. But anyway, welcome to Dungeon Heroes. And the coolest part is Roblox is a social, experience, kind of like Fortnite and Minecraft and stuff like that, that is on every single platform. So you guys can play this on console. You can play this on PC. You can play this on mobile. And the best part, the controls are optimized really well on console. It has a really simple HUD. If you guys look at my gameplay right here, the HUD's real simple, real clean, and there's no complications to it. And that's what drawed me into this game. So now it's it's basically I'm gonna say a hub-based MMORPG. So it's not like open world like Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, or New World or Throne and Liberty or anything like that. It's more so hub-based. So think of stuff like Phantasy Star, Skyforge, and things like that. You have one big social hub where the players all come together, do their crafting. Where different events take place, player trading, and all that fun stuff. And you go out and you do dungeon runs with other players, level up, grind gear, go for the rarest loot, rinse and repeat. It's real simple, kind of like how things worked on Phantasy Star Online too. The higher you level, the more dungeons you unlock, the more loot you can be able to get and equip, and and farm harder bosses, bigger raids, and all kinds of fun stuff. And guys, this game is actually a lot of fun. It surprised me. There's no, like simple class system in it. You get all kinds of different weapon drops. You can mix and match weapons. You can mix and match abilities. You can mix and match skills. There's all kinds of in-depth build variety in this really simplistic game. And the cool thing is, right, the only thing that has that weird block-like style to it is your character. Everything else has, a really cool World of Warcraft, like fantasy vibe, deep colors, orcs, ogres, and all kinds of crazy animals everywhere and stuff like that. The game's actually a lot of fun. Action combat based, all kinds of different crazy skills you can learn. You have basic, attacks that are done with R2 and R1, I believe. I don't remember the exact controls. Forgive me. And then you have your cooldown controls and everything like that. The only thing that threw me off a tad bit when I first started playing the game was, if you look on the UI, you'll notice that there's no button or showcase for the basic attack. So when I first started playing the game, I actually just thought all the cooldown moves were your only move. I didn't realize that there was a basic attack you could do for your character until like halfway into one of my first dungeon runs. I felt like kind of an idiot for that, and I finally just went ahead and hit R1 or R2, and he just swung his sword, and I was like, oh, okay. So this game's really not half bad. There's an aggro system. There's all kinds of, AoEs, as you guys can see in the boss fight that I'm actually doing doing right now. There's like a proper circle, you know, that shows where the boss's attacks are going to be and everything. The game is so simple, yet they remember, you know, to put all these little quality of life features in here to make the gameplay easy to learn, difficult to master, and, you know, just give you all of that sweet, good MMO goodness in this kind of game. Guys, I know it's not, you know, the perfect cup of tea out there, but, you know, it's free to play. It's on Roblox at the end of the day. It's something really simple to get into. You know, if you're looking for a nice little MMO to grind in your spare time, or, you know, something extra to do until the game you're waiting comes out. Like, for example, those of us who are waiting for Crystal of Atlan to come out this week, this might be a little something you can do to pass the time for the next 24 to 48 hours. So I just figured I would showcase it to you guys. Anyway, y'all enjoyed today's video. Smash that like. Let me know. Do y'all play Roblox? Do any of you have kids that play Roblox? Let me know down in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.